right, guys, welcome back to Unbutton this week. So internally, we've been talking a lot and learning a lot about Google because it's something that we're just working on from an advertising perspective. But today, since it's top of mind, we're going to play a little game where we guess the Google search topics. So, you know, when you type into Google, it gives you the suggested like top 3 searches. Well, top like 6 or something. Yeah. So Lauren's going to give a topic.
Yes.
And I have to guess what the top 3 search suggestions are.
Right.
And then if we're curious about one of them, we'll tap through and read it. But I always think it's so freaking funny to see these because they surprise you sometimes. And you sit there and wonder, like, who is Googling that? We also went through our own Google search history because we were going to share that. But we both have really lame Google search history right now.
Well, like, mine were stupid. It was like,
realistic
wallpaper.
I know. Mine were all, like, work-related and just, like, really boring.
We will do that at some point.
We'll do that when we have juicier searches.
Yeah.
But we were like, wow, we're lame.
Yeah, and an example, because we tried it out, we were like, all right, is this going to be what we think it is? The example is I typed in, how do you kiss?
Yeah.
And then she had to guess what the 3 were. And she guessed one of the 3 right.
Yeah, how to kiss a guy, right?
No, it was how to kiss a girl, how to kiss someone.
So men are searching more.
It must have been, because it was how to kiss a girl, how to kiss someone, and how to kiss with tongue.
Yeah.
And then it was how to kiss a guy.
How to kiss with tongue. We clicked through that, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Do you want to read that one?
I would, but I'm on the newest one already.
Okay. All right, so let's
we're
get started.
Start. Okay. So I typed in Google, can you legally ...
Okay. Can you legally smoke weed?
Okay.
Can you legally kill someone?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess everyone knows that's not legal. Can you legally smoke weed? Can you legally drive after drinking? I feel like I'm really not hitting the mark on these. I can't think of things.
It's okay. Just
Can
hit the one.
you legally send nudes?
Okay, so first and foremost, I feel like you need to go to jail and get your act together. I'm just kidding. Okay, so it's, can you legally change your last name?
Oh.
Can you legally record?
Everyone knows you can legally change your last name.
Apparently they don't. It's the top
That's
search.
lame.
Can you legally record a conversation?
That's a good one.
And can you legally change your birthday?
How the hell would you change your birthday?
I don't know. Should we click that one?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you cannot legally change your birthday unless there's a documented error on your birth certificate. Meaning you can only correct an incorrect birth certificate. Why on earth would you need to change that?
And why on earth are that many people searching
That's
that?
what I mean.
I'm so
That's
confused.
the 3rd hit. I'm like, why?
The 3rd
What's
hit?
the reason? I would never
I
thought.
for sure thought that like smoking weed would be on there.
Let me go back and read some of the ones that were underneath it. But I don't know why that many people are looking up to change their birthday. Does it matter that much?
Oh, I wonder if like they're wanting to change. The only thing that I could think of is if like underage kids are searching that to try to change their birthday on their ID to get into bars. Like that's something I would have fucking
probably
done.
why it's illegal. The next 2 were, can you legally move out at 16? And can you legally adopt an adult?
Okay, those are valid.
And then can you legally drive with one eye? Can you legally marry 2 people? Can you legally change your age? Which is the same as the birthday one.
Can you legally marry 2 people? Does it depend on the state?
Wouldn't that be polygamy?
I don't know.
That illegal?
See what it says.
No, it's not legal to marry 2 people in the United States because this is polygamy. I've watched a lot of polygamy documentaries.
Which, isn't that kind of funny that like that's like
why
against
they,
the law?
That's why they
like why can't I just marry more people than one? Like what if?
Why would you want to?
I don't. But like why?
Because then I think I know why.
Why is it?
Because I've done a lot
like from a legal standpoint, not from like a religious standpoint.
I think it's
or
because
like
it would run the risk of like incest and stuff. Like that would fuck up the human race.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's why you probably couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It kind of reminds me though of like this might seem really random, but like I always think it's really interesting that it's a law that like stores can't sell alcohol on Sundays because it's a holy day.
That's state by state.
But don't you think that's just funny?
Yeah, it is.
Like Also, on the subject of the birth certificate,
I did look up why it's illegal because I wanted to confirm. And it said polygamy is illegal because it violates social norms, is harmful to women, and can lead to abuse.
Okay. Yeah.
And
protecting, okay, that makes sense.
Women in polygamous communities are more likely to get married young, have more children, and be infected with HIV. Okay. They're also more likely to experience domestic violence. Oh, God. Sex trafficking, genital mutilation. That's absolutely horrible.
Okay. Yeah. Glad that's legal. But can we get wine on Sundays, please?
Yeah, all right. I'll take the wine on Sunday, but polygamy should still stay illegal.
Okay, back to the birthday thing. My sister-in-law did legally change her child's name, though.
Well, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, like after he was born.
I mean, Kylie Jenner did that. Remember her son was Wolf, and then now he's Heir.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was like all this controversy because some girl, like, she was like, I don't know, there's this whole feud on social media because she claimed she copied her. And Kylie didn't like that. And was like, no, I always wanted Heir. I just like named him Wolf at first. It was like this whole thing.
Yeah, and it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
You got to like resubmit like social security card, all of that
Speaking
shit.
of names,
birth certificate.
Name changes. When we went to go get our kids' passports, you have to turn in, their birth certificates.
Yeah.
And Hunter and I were cracking up at the post office because I realized when you fill it out in the hospital, it says mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
And I put my mom's maiden name. So it looks like Mason is my mom's. And I was like,
wait, how did they
have you
that?
filling out those papers while you're in the hospital?
You shouldn't.
Should be against the law, talking about laws.
Did you like have to go in and fix it?
So I said to the guy at the post office, I was like, oh my God, do I need to resubmit? He's like, it shouldn't be a problem for the passport. And it wasn't. It came back. But I was like, oh my God. So I sent a picture to my mom, and my mom was like, I always knew he was mine. I'm like, oh my God. So anyways, my mom.
That's so interesting,
though.
Like,
it's weird. You're like, okay, you're given this newborn. You're just like,
here's some legal documentation to
What's
fill
your mother's
out.
maiden name? I'm like, I don't know. My mother's maiden name. I wrote it. I didn't think they were talking about me as the mother.
I could totally see myself doing that. I probably did that.
I'm like, obviously, like, I am the mother. Why didn't I think of myself? But like,
I wonder if that will
I don't know.
Be an issue for him ever.
I know. I wondered that. And I said to Hunter, I'm like, should we resubmit? But know. God, that just seems like a real pain in the rear.
Yeah, that sounds.
So, anyways, terrible. Mason's birth certificate is wrong, everybody.
So it's Mason's, the second child.
Yeah, which is even worse. It's not like it was my first. It was my first rodeo. I'm like,
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was wild. Okay, I'm gonna type in, can you die from? Okay, some people are way smarter than I am. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so they're like scientific topics. Or like actual diseases?
Some. I would, if I was Googling, can I die from, it'd be something really stupid.
I was just going to say, I'm trying to think.
So people are
like,
smarter than us. Let's just
maybe can you die from childbirth?
Okay.
The thing that's top of mind right now is being too cold because I just shot a dress in 0-degree weather. Man, I don't know.
I know, isn't that hard?
Yeah, that's a really hard one.
Well, you're not on the right track, so I'm just going to read them. Can you die from walking pneumonia?
Okay. That's relevant right now, I guess.
Yeah. Can you die from, I'm going to say this wrong, peripheral neuropathy? And can you die from
neuropathy?
Got it. Peripheral. God. Can you die from measles?
Interesting.
And I'm like, don't we get a measles, mumps, and rubella like most of vaccine? Us. Are we really still Googling that? Like, okay.
Okay, those were kind of lame.
You can read one now.
Okay.
And here's some ideas.
Okay.
Or you can come up with your own.
Okay, this one's funny.
I didn't read the answers it gave.
Can you get arrested for?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, all of these are so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you get arrested for smoking weed?
Okay.
Can you get arrested for sending nude pics?
Wait, is this the first one we did?
No.
I said smoking weed. What was the first one?
We did, is it legal to?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And can you get arrested?
Wait, what was the one you just said?
Can you get arrested for sending nude pics?
Okay.
And can you get arrested for getting in a fight?
Okay, so the top one, which is really interesting, is can you get arrested for bigamy? Not polygamy, but bigamy, which I'm assuming is 2 people.
Bigamy is like
The act of marrying someone while still legally married to another person.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
so
not
your divorce hasn't gone through.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say it's not like,
That makes sense.
Because don't they say like when you cheat on somebody, you're a bigot?
Yes. And like bias too.
Yeah. Like bigotry, isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting though, because I'm like, are that many people trying to get remarried before they're divorced?
I'm like, that's the top hit.
That's what I mean. Like that is weird to me. I would not expect that.
Number 2 is, can you get arrested for not paying child support?
Okay, I could see that. That's actually a really good one. That didn't cross my mind, but I'm sure lots of people are Googling that.
Can you get arrested for having sex in a car? That's number 4.
Can you?
I don't know. Let's see.
Probably it's public indecency because people could see inside the window.
Yes, you can be arrested for having sex in a car if it's in a public place and visible to others. This is because it could be considered indecent exposure.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. But who's going to have
It's a
sex
misdemeanor.
in their car in the garage?
Yeah.
Just go inside at that point.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's see. Some of these are so funny. Can you get arrested for not going to jury duty?
Can you? I think you can. You can get a warrant out for arrest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Can you get arrested for egging a house? Can you get arrested for spitting on someone?
Yeah, all of these you can. Egging a house is like vandalism.
Yeah.
Spitting on somebody is like probably in a form of assault.
Yeah. For flipping off a cop.
Have people ever watched any crime shows?
Not as many as you.
God.
Can you get arrested for flipping off a cop, though?
Yeah.
No, it says no. You generally cannot be arrested solely for flipping off a police officer.
Well, they'll find a way to arrest you.
As this gesture is considered protected speech under the First Amendment, meaning you have the right to express yourself even if it's considered offensive or disrespectful. However, depending on the situation and local laws, an officer might use it as a factor contributing to a disorderly conduct charge if accompanied by other disruptive behavior.
Because they're obviously worked up. You don't just like randomly for fun. Just be like,
Reddit said courts in the U.S. have pretty consistently held that flipping off a police officer is protected speech and it's not a crime. I'm learning so much.
That's actually interesting, though. I don't know that I would have thought they would consider that protected speech.
Me neither. I wouldn't have either.
So hand gestures are considered speech? All hand gestures or just certain ones? Like, how do you know what are protected hand gestures?
I don't know. Can you get...
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't... That's weird. And wait, what do you mean protected speech? So you're allowed to say anything you want to an officer and it's freedom of speech? I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's look it up. What should I Google?
Do you have freedom of speech when speaking to an officer? No way, because it would be like verbal assault.
An officer. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Right. Like, if you said, fuck you.
That's what I mean. Like,
to an officer, like, that's what the middle finger is.
Right, but because it's a gesture, but they're calling it speech. That doesn't make sense. Or, look up, like, gestures that are considered speech.
Let's see. It says protected language when interacting with a police officer generally refers to verbal criticism or even profanity directed at them as long as it does not constitute a true threat or fighting words, which are considered unprotected speech and could lead to arrest.
Okay, but fighting words would be like...
Essentially, you can express disagreement or frustration with an officer's actions using somewhat strong language without necessarily facing legal consequences, all as this falls under the First Amendment right to free speech.
Okay, that's a real big gray area, though.
Cursing at police officers may be protected by the First Amendment, which protects the ability...
They're going to get you on something else, though, because they're going to be pissed that you...
Totally.
Like that, they can say that, but they're going to find a freaking loophole.
Do that. But I can't believe that that's technically shocking, flipping a police officer... I would have thought for sure.
Me too. That was like,
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Okay, next one, I'm going to type...
Okay.
Can you suck?
Okay.
Fuck, I think it's inappropriate because it won't.
It's like blocking the content.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So now we know Google will block inappropriate ones?
Yeah, it definitely does. Damn it, that's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, while she's looking up the next one though, really quick, we were talking about if you ever use incognito mode.
Mm-hmm.
And like, is incognito mode ever truly like not traceable? Like,
wait, this is so funny.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I never bother to go into incognito mode.
I do occasionally, and I don't know why, because I'm like, this is stupid.
Okay. I just searched, why do I?
Why do I suck?
That's actually not on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. These are really interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they like outlandish? Like I'm trying to think of where my head should go. Okay. Why do I pee when I cough?
Okay.
Why do I'm trying to think of like what people would really truly Google.
You're on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I get an upset stomach when I eat dairy? And why do I live in Ohio?
Yeah, that's a good one, but that's not on here. Okay, number 1 is why do I have to pee so much?
Okay, I was kind of on the right track.
Yeah. Number 2, why do I feel nauseous? Number 3, why do I owe taxes? Why do I have diarrhea?
Okay, I was kind of on the right track though.
Why do I burp so much?
I was going to say that one, but I was like, I don't know.
Why do I wake up with a headache? Why do I have so much discharge?
Oh my God.
And why do I sweat so much?
Wait, that's valid. Why do
Are we curious about any of those?
Sweat, though, is like, it could be a lot of reasons. So that's kind of
stupid.
I
know. Why do I have diarrhea? Let's see what that one says.
Also, could be a lot of reasons. You're sick. You're intolerant to things.
These are just kind of
lame. You have a grumbly stomach.
Yeah. Infection. Yeah. Food intolerance.
Yeah.
IBS. And other causes, stress, anxiety. I mean, I wish that would make me.
I know. Same. Okay, you do one more and then we'll pass it back.
Okay. Photos of.
Okay. Photos of dogs.
Okay.
Photos of babies.
Okay.
Photos of.
You gotta get a little more specific.
Like breed of dog?
No. Oh. Nothing about dogs.
Okay. Well, people look up cute puppies. Or wait, what was the question?
Photos of.
Photos of.
I am so disturbed by what the first one says. Yes. It says photos of diarrhea. Why are people searching photos of diarrhea?
Okay. Let me
Do you think it's because we just searched diarrhea?
Okay. Well, 2 things I was just going to say is Google playing with us. And 2, like, does it like think that that's what you're on track to look up?
Maybe.
And 2, I could see though if you have like a new baby and you're like, is this like just like normal poop? Is this diarrhea?
Okay,
like his flu is going around. Like
but
I
would
would have
so
Googled that with my
I
first.
click that. Is it going to be an adult or baby? Like, it doesn't say photo of
well, it's
baby
not going to tell
diarrhea.
you whose poop it is.
Oh,
it's just going to be picture diarrhea.
Number 2 is photos of diverticulitis.
Who?
Diverticulitis.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is it like a rash? Is it like
it's something related to the stool?
A lot of poop questions.
I honestly think it's diarrhea. I think it's a fancy word for diarrhea. Why is it giving me old?
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, the other ones were photos of shingles, photos of herpes on the lips, photos of house spider bites. I think I have searched that before.
I was going to say, I guarantee I've searched like black widow, brown recluse.
Yeah, photos of shingles on the legs, eczema on the face, heat rash in adults.
All right, those all make sense though.
Yeah, eyelid dermatitis.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Man. Yeah, that makes sense.
So much diarrhea.
Yeah. Where do people?
Oh man, that could go in a lot of different directions. I have absolutely no idea where to start. Give me like a.
Okay, I'll read you the top one. Okay. Where do people go when they die?
Oh God.
And that's like a really loaded question because everybody believes something different.
Such a loaded question.
Okay. Like I feel like that's probably more like
that's the number 1.
Yeah.
Crazy. No, I'm like
number 2 is not what I would think either.
Photos of
No, where do people?
Oh, where do people? Sorry. Where do people dispose of dead bodies?
That's a good one.
Is it not on there?
No.
Interesting.
But that's really weird.
Where do people meet each other?
Okay. All right. So it's where do people go when they die?
Okay.
Where do people speak Dutch?
Random.
Yeah. And where do people put air tags on cars?
Oh.
I know.
Like to stalk somebody?
I'm guessing. I'm like, are people doing that? Should I be checking my car? And then the next one is where do people live longest?
What's the answer to that?
Let me check. Blue zones, which include parts of Italy, Japan, California, Greece, and Costa Rica.
Makes a lot of sense. It's really nice there.
They have commonalities that contribute to this, including diet, exercise, and social factors.
Yeah. I would have said probably Mediterranean somewhere because their diet is
they eat lots of leafy greens, nuts, and legumes, isn't that like beans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where you can be outside and exercise and not live
not
in the tundra.
Fucking Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And then one was, where do people eat guinea pigs? So
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Where do people meet their spouses? Where do people look when they lie? I think
down and to the right, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was up and to the left.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Upwards to the right. We were both wrong.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Oh, really? I would have definitely assumed it's like down because it's like shame almost.
It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's why people do the opposite. According to common belief, people tend to look upwards and to their right when lying, as this is often associated with assessing creative thought process needed to fabricate a story.
So it's like something in the brain.
Yeah, but research says that showing the eye movement direction alone is not a reliable indicator of lying. Well, duh, but interesting. The more you know. Up and to the right.
The more you know.
Yeah. That's really weird.
Let's do like a jail-related one.
I love jail stuff. I've watched everything about incarceration.
Yeah.
When you were incarcerated.
When you're incarcerated, can you have sex?
Okay, if you are one of our loyal listeners, you know that we spiral quite a bit and we go into different topics and whatnot. And these Google searches took us into a whole legal conversation. So if you're interested in some of our legal questions that we just asked Google, stay tuned for part 2.